Salut, c'est Benoît. Bienvenue dans l'épisode 2 du Food Respect Tour. Après avoir traversé la Russie en transsibérien, j'arrive en Chine, à Pékin. Ici, c'est le Nouvel An chinois, et dans les rues de Pékin, tout le monde prépare différentes spécialités, dont les raviolis, appelés ici jiaozi. Pendant le Nouvel An chinois, les gens ne sont pas très disponibles et il fait encore moins 10 degrés. Difficile donc de rencontrer des initiatives. Mais dans les rues, entre deux pouces-pouces, je découvre des affiches faisant la promotion de l'agriculture urbaine. Il s'agit ici de projets citoyens dont la finalité est principalement sociale. Et d'autres projets de plus grande échelle existent aussi à Pékin. Ensuite, je pars pour Hong Kong à la rencontre de différentes initiatives. La première, Rooftop Republic.
My name is Paul Fabrega and I am the co-founder of Rooftop Republic, an urban farming company here in Hong Kong. I'm originally from Barcelona, from Spain, and I'm 30 years old. So Rooftop Republic was born 2 years ago here in Hong Kong with the mission to help to revolutionize the food system by promoting urban farming. We have three main services. One is we set up farms in the city. So basically help our clients to transform their spaces, usually rooftops because that's the only space we have available in Hong Kong, into gardens like this. Our second type of service that we provide is we help our clients to manage these farms. So we provide like a farm management service. And thirdly, we also organize a lot of workshops, events, programs around organic farming and around sustainability and food and so on. It's a very interesting place to be, doing urban farming just because it's so dense. As a city that's so densely populated, it's very vertical. It's full of buildings everywhere, and people really have a hard time in understanding what goes into their food. They just go to the supermarket, they buy their tomatoes, but they're not aware of all the steps, all the processes, all the people. All the resources involved in getting that food to their table. So we're hoping that through our projects we can reconnect, establish that connection between city dwellers in a city like Hong Kong and their food, and hopefully help them make more informed choices about the food that they choose. We now have 19 urban farms. We work a lot with schools, we work with restaurants and hotels, we work with companies. More like corporates. We also work with government agencies and NGOs, and as well as individuals who also have a space and want to set up their own personal sort of vegetable garden. We send an organic farmer to our farms on a bi-weekly basis as a way of overseeing the operations of the farm and giving input and guidance to our clients on what they need to do to manage their farm. 1,200 square meters is our largest farm. Main challenges, I would say transforming people's mindset. It's about educating people and raising awareness about food in general and about sustainable agriculture, but also making them see that this is feasible, that this is possible and is desirable. Main opportunities is basically we are seeing a lot of interest. There's an increasing demand for everything that has to do with organic, and there's a lot of empty space in the city. It's a very densely populated city, but if you look it from above, it's full of empty rooftops. So there is an opportunity there. There's the space, there's the interest. We're just here to make it happen, basically. One of the projects that we have, it's on top of the Bank of America Tower, which is in the middle of the financial district in Hong Kong. It's the highest rooftop we have, and I think it's the highest rooftop in the whole city. It's on a 39th floor, and we're using half of the rooftop to grow different kinds of vegetables. And it's quite incredible because you have the best views of Hong Kong, of the harbour and the city behind. And it's also an interesting project because all the food that we produce is donated to a local food bank in Hong Kong. I recommend radish because it's quite easy to grow, it's quick, you can pack them very closely, so you can grow lots of them. And it's just rewarding to kind of pull the radish at the end of it and put it in your salad straight away. So I like radish. I'm positive. I'm very optimistic about growing our business and making an impact, basically. My favorite recipe, wow. I like my mom's food, I must say. I just came back from Barcelona, from my hometown, and I've been eating mom's food for a month and I'm already missing it. So I miss her paella, for example, big fan. Positive food, my first reaction to it would be food that's good for you, that's good for the environment, that's good for your health, and that's good for your community. It's actually pretty simple.
Plus tard, je découvre le projet de Sean qui recycle les déchets alimentaires.
I'm Sean and I'm Hong Kong people. Our group is called Food Cyclopus. We recycle the food waste from Hong Kong into animal feed, and also we try to put it back into the farm works. We have about 5 workers, and of course, include my wife and also my partner. We are about 8 people working here. So right now, we collect about 5 tons of organic waste every day and produce 1 ton of animal feed. Yeah, for the food waste we collected, basically we can separate it into 2 streams. So one is those suitable for making the animal feed. For example, the soybean pulp that used for making the tofu, and also some meat or rice that come from hotel or restaurant that we will convert them into the animal feed, mainly by dehydration. Dehydrated in a drum that about 100 to 20 degrees Celsius for about half an hour, and then it will become some kind of brown dry powder, and it is the animal feed we produce. Right now the food waste producer, including some food factory, and also some hotels, some institutions. And for the animal feed, we sell to some pig farm and also some chicken farm. And for those coffee ground and also some vegetable waste, it is suitable for us to back to the farm. The vegetable we sell to a supermarket. Its name is City Super. Yeah. We sell about 50 to 60 kilograms every week only. We sell mainly the kale and also some kind of cherry tomato. We start a new project in the last summer that we try to enhance our farming. Enhance our farm. So we do an aquaponic system in here. We raise the fish and then use the output from the fish as the nutrients for us to grow the vegetables. So it gives out 2 types of food, and we have the fish and also have the vegetables together. Right now we try another start that we try to feed some mealworm with our food waste. And then the mealworm become the animal feed, become the feed for the fish, freshly. And maybe you can see from the video that the fish seems eat them very happy. Yeah. The mushroom project is actually another project that we want to find out alternative to handle food waste, especially on some food waste that's not suitable for animal feed. So one of it is actually coffee ground. So right now we mainly collect coffee ground from Nespresso, and then the coffee ground we'll use for us to make the mushroom pack. We collect the coffee ground and also mix with some other yard waste and also some kind of cotton waste to mix it into a substrate that's suitable for the mushroom to grow. And then we add the mushroom species, the mycelia, into that substrate, and then let the mycelia to grow on the substrate. So when the people buy the pack, they can open it and keep it certain kind of moisture, and the mushroom will grow out. It's a very simple process. You can grow your own mushroom at home then. Right now, our capacity, maybe we can make about 2,000 kits every month. We sell it in the supermarket, and also you can buy it online from our Facebook, or you can come to our center to have some visit, and you can buy some vegetables and also the mushroom kit. Our main challenges right now is about on the equipment. Right now we can handle about 5 tons of food waste, but actually we can expand more if we have better and more advanced equipment to handle food waste. We feel that more Hong Kong people have more concern on environment and also on the waste problem. But if the mindset of the Hong Kong people cannot change rapidly, our business cannot withstand longer. But more people support recycling and more people support local food and then our business will be more positive. Actually, there's quite a lot of new projects in Hong Kong try to do food waste recycling or food donation to get awareness of people to save food and to do recycling here. Positive food means that the food grows locally and without any chemical or some kind of artificial fertilizer. So it is positive because it's health and it is no harm to the earth. Yeah.
Ensuite, je rencontre Shahara qui lance un projet de permaculture en plein Hong Kong.
My name is Shahara and I'm from London, and I've been in Hong Kong for 5 years, and 2.5 years ago I started my own farm. So now I am trying to create a permaculture farm in Hong Kong. And we are at the moment, this year, in the second year, trying to set up some more professional farming techniques. It was very unprofessional last year. That's because we were focused on how we're going to get income. And as a result, we focused more on school groups and bringing in small groups of children and also adults. And so we spent most of our time developing those programs, and we kind of neglected the farm. So this year, we're refocusing on the farm and aiming to produce more systematically, more consistently, so that we can then produce vegetable boxes which we can sell. So at the moment we are growing regular annuals, lettuces, Chinese greens like the bok choy, tomatoes, peppers, bananas, yeah, stuff like that, papayas. I was working in the corporate world for 13 years and I didn't want to do it anymore. I found some farms in Hong Kong which do permaculture, started to learn about it, found it so interesting because it's not just about farming, so there's a lot of science, botany, environmental science, community theory. It's a huge topic, and life skills, so many things. And so I just thought, yeah, this is what I want to do for the next few years. I want to learn everything I can about growing my own food and living sustainably and creating community and all of those things. So that's how it started. I'm working here, I work full-time, and I have a lot of help from volunteers. Every Saturday I run a meetup and 10 people come, and that's when I do a lot of the activities that need a lot of people to do, like building walls or digging beds, that sort of thing. So that's really helpful, and that happens once a week. We are using no-dig garden beds, so that's where you just use nature to develop the fertility. So you put a layer of organic matter every year which gets worked into the soil by the insects. You use crop rotation, various techniques, so you don't actually have to dig up your beds every year. The terraces were already here, so we're rebuilding our garden beds on them. All the beds are exactly the same size, they're the right width to use the commercial tools, and they are all the same length to let us know very easily the data. We have a neighbor who offered to let us have his bamboo, and so we go to his garden and we cut his bamboo, which is very tall, it's 12 meters, it's really hard work actually, and so we have to cut the bamboo, we pull it out, and then we bring it back to our farm. And so it's very helpful to have that garden to get our bamboo. The main challenge is people. Farming is still something that takes a lot of people to do, actually. So the opportunity is to demonstrate that this is a viable, sustainable business lifestyle, and that anyone can do it and have a positive impact on the environment, on the community, and on their own lives. Positive food is organic, natural, healthy, vibrant, yeah. I really love pickled gherkins. That's the cucumbers which are in the pickle. I really love those, I don't know why. I'm actually very positive because the permaculture movement is strong and it's growing all the time, even in Hong Kong. So, places where you never expect to find it, you can find permaculture. And it's not new, it's been happening for a long time, and it's growing all the time. more and more young people are getting involved and want to be involved. So it's great, it's growing. I think it's the future, actually. I think the future of agriculture is small-scale farming. I think that the world can go two ways now. It can either, like everything's shifting right now in the world, and it can go two ways. So it can either become very dark or very light. And I think that we do have a chance to really shift things in a much more deeper sense. And I think we should take it. Like everybody out there who feels any sense of that should jump on that and try to expand it so that we are influencing the direction that the whole of humanity goes from now on. So if you have any sense of wanting to change the world, start doing what you really find meaningful in yourself. Just do it.
Après Hong Kong, je vais dans le sud de la Chine, près de Guilin et de ses magnifiques montagnes.
My name is Liu, and my age is 41. Indeed, just running this Nirvana organic farming. Most food can just to support for our restaurant. I'm glad just we have the direct link with the food inside the garden and the restaurant provide to customers. You can see the food inside the dish, and then also think about it just looks like how it looks like inside the garden. I used to be a software engineer for 10 years, but 2 years before, I just thinking about I just want to do some kind of different kind of thing. Just to heard about permaculture 2 years before, just fall in love with it. I just take part in the permaculture design course. I just want to try by myself to design or just to produce the foods by myself and then knowing the food. Because in China, now it's just the air pollution and the food poisoners, the problem is really big issue. So before I have the kid, we just not so care about it, just because we too, that's okay. We're backpackers, we travel all over the world. But just after we have the meow meow, we just think of maybe just the healthy food is really important for life. Because before I only eat vegetables, but I don't know how it's come from, how it's produced. But now, besides the dish besides the vegetable inside the dish, I know some really happened vegetables in the earth. I just know how it looks like and what's the name of it. Just onion and 花椰菜, lettuce and 莴笋 and pepper and beans and passion fruit and a lot of herb, rosemary, bacon, a lot of green leaves and 芹菜 and some kind of fruits, the golden orange, outside is pomelo. Yeah, I mean even now it's low season, not so good for the winter time. Also we have a lot of different kind of food inside the garden. The compost, we just the two different kind of compost is manure compost. We have 2 pig, and most of the compost just come from the 2 pig. We just to put the compost to harvest to the garden. And then other things just from the kitchen, just put another compost area. We just to spend 1 month to 3 months, come back to earth again. The black water is just like the toilet water. Green water is from kitchen and from shower. And the black water, we just have the 1 tent in that area. Just first fermentation, and then later we just to put another tank, and later just use a pump to irrigation for all the garden. The green water, we just use some kind of green vegetables, and later one is just pass by the 3 tank, and then later just to go to the garden, and then the plants absorb the nitrogen inside the water. If you use permaculture or just organic ways to harvest all the different kind of plants, it's much more labor than chemical things. Now it needs more CSA, community support agriculture, link with the customers and the farmers, because the farmers now don't have the motivation to produce more healthy food. It's quite ugly vegetables and people don't want to buy it, so they just cannot earn the money. They must use a lot of chemical things, pesticide and chemical nutritions to feed all the vegetables. That's a pity about it. The city people now is more and more concerned about it. It's more like the quite a few percentage of the people is just like the more than middle class can afford it. How to construct the link with the human being and the nature is quite challenge me, because I just want more close relationship with the earth, but this needs a time. Positive food, it's they're happy. The food is happy. Food is not just like something eating and be eaten. We are equal, some kind of energy circle.
À Pékin, j'ai appris à faire des pâtes fraîches avec du bambou tofu caramélisé. C'est super bon. Et en plus, c'est 100% vegan et ça se fait sans machine, juste à la main. Vous pouvez retrouver la recette sur mon site foodrespect.com dans la rubrique Recettes du monde. Vous y retrouverez aussi l'interview de Michel qui m'a inspiré cette recette.
Positive food. Oh gosh. Well, first thing that comes to mind is tasty. Yeah, that's pretty positive. It has to taste good. And how do I say, warming? Yeah, it's something that brings me happiness. Yeah.
Truc numéro 1, le sac plastique. Pas cher, pratique, il permet de compartimenter ses affaires et de s'y retrouver dans son sac. Truc numéro 2, l'application Ctrip. C'est le moyen le plus facile de commander un billet de train en Chine. Truc numéro 3, le cadenas sécurisé. Il permet de ranger ses affaires dans un dortoir avec casier.